This episode and the new opening and endings for recreators made me hopeful about the series. There's some people that dropped this anime, and it's understandable because it felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. Sota squirming was being really unbearable, so I understand. It's gotten stale for some people, and they aren't invested in the characters, etc. So I totally respect that opinion. But for me, I'm gonna follow through and see this series to the end because I don't really like leaving things just unfinished. For me, hope might not be lost because I noticed a couple of things in this opening. Some new characters, but mainly Altair and Setsuna. Now, we got to see different facial expressions on Altair because normally she has like a smug edgelord face on, but now we actually get to see sadness, sorrow, maybe a bit of fear mixed in. And this opening kind of supports a theory that I have. So in this episode, the ball is finally rolling. Like all the creators are gathered together in this big office room and they're briefed on the game plan. It doesn't seem that easy though. These creators have their own schedules to stick with, and writing spin-offs for a gigantic event is gonna throw off their plans. We see some infighting happening between Matsubara, Masaki, and Yatoji, and it kind of gives us a glimpse into the world of content creation and just collaborating between artists. If you ever worked on like a creative project like a film or something similar, it can be a nightmare. Everyone has their own kind of opinion, and some people are absolute pain in the asses to work with. One person I've worked with in the past kissed some major ass and ended up overthrowing me for my position. But I'm not here to throw shade, so let's move on. Now, we get to see the different types of writers. There's a type of writer that gets paid constantly. You know, they have a salary and they work for like big studios and all that. And then there's Yatoji, who's like a freelance artist who only gets paid if people like his stuff and gets accepted. Yatoji just has different types of pressure placed on him when he's writing. You know, he has to make sure it's good, it connects with the audience and all that, because it's not like big studio writers who just push out random shit every month or whatever for every kind of blockbuster like in Hollywood. You can take a look at the difference you feel in Hollywood films versus independent films. It's because it feels like more love and care has gone into the production of independent film stories. So the difference is there. Now, eventually they do resolve it and come to agreement, and we see Yatoji's a little bit of a tsundere when it comes to that. Like the only thing was missing was him saying baka, But I feel like the most interesting drama this episode was Marine's feelings of inadequacy when she sees how fast and how skillfully Sugura's drawings are. Marine takes longer than most people to draw, so she has to start earlier, and she makes it really known because she doesn't want to drag everyone down by the speed she works at. But then when she sees Sugura drawing next to her, she eventually runs out of the room almost breaking into tears. And we can actually see some similarities between her and Suruga and Sota and Setsuna. The feelings they have are similar, except Marine doesn't feel resentful to those more skilled than her. She uses that as motivation for her to work harder. So in a way, she's the opposite of Sota. So be like her, not Sota. As for the prediction I got a suspicion that Sota wants to bring back Setsuna. Now, they don't really reveal this. I mean, Sota kind of tells Matsubara and Suruga about the plan, but they kind of blank that out in this really jarring transition. But if he does do that, that would be pretty insane because that's pretty unheard of. So why do I think that? Well, judging from the OP and ending, we do see Setsuna appear in the opening, but she looks like a creation. She's got that digital pattern over her face and over her body, and she eventually fizzles out of existence. On top of that, in the really cute ending sequence, we do see Setsuna's character on an animation light table. So I guess that's hinting at her resurrection in a way. So what's really going to happen though? Are we going to bring back Setsuna and use her as emotional leverage on Altair? Is Altair going to have like a mini character arc where she reconciles with humanity and forgives everyone? I don't really know, but this episode has given me a lot of hope about the series. So we do get this new character who's got pink hair. Like, are they trying to fill the void where Mamika left? No, they can't. There's the one and only Mamika, and no one else can take over. But in all seriousness, though, the new girl is from like a shoujo rom-com slice of life anime. But what's she really gonna do? I mean, she's not like a fighter. Are they gonna strap an AK on her and have her waste some hoes, right? It's like, what the heck? But I see her coming in handy against Magane because she seems like the really airheaded kind of really happy-go-lucky character and isn't like Yuya, who's just incredibly like headstrong and just wants to fight Magane all the time. So her word magic might be kind of useless against this new girl. So that'll be interesting to see. So yeah, in this episode, nothing really exciting happens. It's just more talking and some drama, but it's what this series is building up to that's keeping me going. It's the big Coliseum battle, the battle royale between Altair and all the other creators. That's the most exciting part for me. So what do you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.